Hey, I bet that got you going. You thought Northern Star was out doing boat stuff. No, sorry. She's still tied up to the marina berth. Just trying to get you interested in watching this episode. But anyway, hey look, weather's been pretty unpredictable, as to be expected at this time of the year. One day, cold enough to freeze the balls off a brass monkey. Next day, feels like spring. But go figure. Hey, anyway, went for a walk. Thought I'd show you a little bit of the Waikawa Marina. I think it's one of the larger marinas in New Zealand now. Someone can probably correct me if I'm wrong. Would be nothing new in that. Anyway, enjoy the footage and enjoy having a wee bit of a look around at the magnificent facilities that we have down here in the Marlborough Sounds, particularly geared up for boaties, yachties, fishermen and everybody that enjoys the outdoors. And that direction is back out towards Queen Charlotte Sound. So that just give you a little bit of an idea of the location of the marina. Seen fisheries vehicle go by. Obviously been out at the breakwater, checking on people fishing out there. So seeing what they're taking and what they're not taking. Wonderful facilities, toilets and showers, rubbish and recycling for marina berth holders. I'm understanding it's not a live aboard situation here. I believe you can only stay on your vessel 6 or 7 nights. Then you have to move the boat. I don't know how that works in practice, whether that is take it out for a night out in the sounds, a couple of nights, bring it back to your berth, or whether it's just simply not having continuous nights aboard. A boat for sale here, Antares, 9.8 metres. I don't know who's marketing that. So it's trade me 4757472550 is the trade me reference number. Looking for a boat that's down here. I don't know what the story is with it, but have a look. Right, and pretty good, pretty secure. Right, let's get in and have a look, see if anything more's happened. Everything's fine down here. No updates on the engine servicing, reduction box repairs. Pretty much status quo. So I'm hoping to see a little bit of movement at some stage in the very near future. Yeah, I don't quite know what's going on. I might need to chase them up a little bit, because at this rate, come spring, you know, given that we're in August now, it'll be September, October, November. I'll be still waiting November, December for it to be done. And then I've still got to get the rudder sorted, which reminds me I might actually go back and have a little bit of a look in there with the camera, just to see what needs to be done, what's likely to be done, and whether or not it needs to actually come out on the hard to do it. I would imagine the concern is you start undoing stuff from the top of the rudder stock and it falls out, it ends up in the bottom of the marina, but I don't think that that's actually likely by memory, as it's actually supported underneath as part of the bottom of the hull. So who knows, I'll just work that one out as we get to it. It's whether or not I need somebody else to do it, or whether I can do it myself if I know what's required. So anyway, best laid plans of mice and men. We'll see what happens. Nothing's ever as easy as it should be, or maybe we think it should be. And yeah, we'll sort it out as we go. Right, you can see that. Apparently, so that crap falling out of the dinghy onto my head. Not a lot of room in there between the hull and the deck because of the design of the counter stern. You can see the issue appears to be that rather rusty, corroded collar system, closing the rudder shaft with a locking bolt in it, and it probably needs to come off and needs to be replaced maybe with a newly fabricated one made of stainless steel maybe. I don't know. What do you think? Anyway, it's not likely to fall out because the bottom of the rudder post sits in the skeg. Probably doesn't need to come out onto the hard to make this repair. A bit of moisture there. This is where it's coming from. A rod holder that someone's usefully put into the deck. It's too long for the depth of the counter stern and the sitting proud, so when it rains, water runs in around there and makes its way into the hull to the rudder area. Luckily it's well preserved with grease or preservatives or whatever's in that area. Well, hidey-ho, what an absolutely horrible day. Temperatures dipped significantly, heavy rain here in the Marlborough Sounds, snowing down to low levels down Oxford, Canterbury. So just thought I'd pop down here and have a look at the boat. Now we talked the other day about, just wipe some of the condensation off the window. You can certainly see the water coming off the roof there, certainly coming down there, hitting the window, and hence I think coming down and entering there. You can see my lovely fungi farm growing there. So it's really interesting watching the rain coming off there. So I'm thinking potentially something else to sort out in due course. But yeah, really wet, horrible day. See the old rain tech is working quite well. Sort of water beading on the windows there. So I'll use a clean rag. Nobody fishing today, which is really not surprising. But just absolutely horrendous weather. Just wipe the windows so you can actually see a bit of a view of really what the weather's doing, but you know, she's pretty wet, to be fair. Wet and cold out there. Not the nicest of conditions. You know, people might think I'm a bit strange, but there's something to be said for actually being in a boat on a day like this. I like the rain on the roof. I like the rain running down the windows. I really would like to be actually out somewhere at anchor, listening to this, tucked up warm and dry inside, and just enjoying what Mother Nature has to throw around, really. So it just sort of makes me a little bit more determined that I want to get things sorted. I want to get this engine up and running. I want to get this rudder sorted out. Some of these leaks and everything sorted out. But you see a lot of rain coming off there. Might just have a wee look at that on the way out. You're really quite surprising. So no wonder there's a bit of water coming in. We'll just sort of see what's happening down below there. There, yeah, there's a little bit of water. You can see it's quite wet in there. So certainly a lot of water coming in down there, and certainly the more I look at it, water's running straight off the roof there, down there, it's running along there, and it's getting in there through the side. So I would say that's a major problem there. As you can see, where the water's coming off the roof there, running down there, running down there, running across here. Heading down the next evening to go and check the boat after a period of quite heavy rain. Yeah, things are pretty damp, things are pretty wet, there's more to come, so just need to make sure that everything's fine down here and there's no issues. Slightly different perspective for you. So there's some really heavy rain over the last 12 to 18 hours. So just down, checking the boat. No wind, but absolutely beautiful. Just love it, it's just so quiet.